Hey, what's up? This is Jonas, and in this video we are going to be diving into EverZippy. Is this a solid webinar platform that you can use in your own business? Does it live up to the hype? Is there anything that's missing? Anything that's broken? What's the good things about it? And what's the bad things about it? I did encounter one thing that I did not really like about it, so stay tuned for what that is. I'm also at the end of this video going to show you how you can double your conversions using EverZippy. And last but not least, if you do decide to get EverZippy for yourself, I have a bonus that you can get completely free. When you click the link below in the video description, there will be a bonus page that looks like this, and you can get 8 completely free bonuses with your purchase of EverZippy. All these bonuses go perfectly together with EverZippy. So let me just quickly scroll through these. There's personal one-on-one mentoring with me. This applies to anything. I used to set up Igor Kafet's webinars, his live webinars and his evergreen webinars. So if you need any tips, I can help you with that. Bonus number 2 is called Foolproof Webinar Follow-ups. This is a video course that shows you how to structure the perfect follow-up sequence leading up to your webinar. So this is really important stuff. Also have Webinar Authority. This is a video course with 10 hard over-the-shoulder videos that looks like this. So you can take a look at all the headlines here. That's some really important stuff that you want to know before putting your webinar together. And other than that, we have bonus number 4. This is a follow-up cheat sheet that I created myself, all about how to convert new leads into sales fast. This is all my email marketing knowledge on converting leads put into one place. Bonus number 5 is a list of 17 private high-ticket webinar affiliate programs if you want to promote webinars as an affiliate. Bonus number 6 is a 7-day fill in the blanks indoctrination campaign. So whatever you're promoting, you can fill in the blanks and you'll have a 10 email sequence over 7 days completely done for you. Bonus number 7 is called Webinar Jackpot, and it's a video course with 9 lessons that shows you how to run evergreen webinars specifically to make high ticket commissions. Last bonus is Facebook Webinar Pro plugin. If you want to use Facebook, you can create landing pages where people can register for your webinar within the Facebook tab on your fan page. Really cool stuff. You also get all the vendor bonuses that's presented on the sales page, and there's also a mystery bonus. So with that being said, what is EverZippy? Well, EverZippy is created by a company called Mintware, and they have other softwares. So one of the softwares that are very similar to EverZippy is called HQWebinar and Meetzippy. So what's the difference between Meetzippy, HQWebinar, and EverZippy? Meetzippy is a tool that you use to host live like webinars, but also like create courses. You record your screen, and it's kind of like Zoom, so like a meeting room. So that's why it's called Meetzippy. So that's for live stuff. Then we have HQWebinar. That is live stuff, like live webinars and evergreen webinars. And then we have EverZippy that is specifically for evergreen webinars. So what's the difference between HQWebinar and EverZippy, for example? Because that includes evergreen webinar as well. Well, the thing is, EverZippy goes much more into depth on the evergreen webinar, and you have many more options, many types of different webinars that I'll show you right now. So let's go into the members area of EverZippy. This is what it looks like. What we're going to be doing now is that I'm going to create a webinar. I'm going to show you how it works, and then at the end of this video I'll get back to the bonuses. But before I get into the bonuses, I'll also show you exactly what I did not like about EverZippy, and I'm also going to show you what I did like or do like. So this is the dashboard. Here we create the webinars. There's a place for replays as well, which automatically gets created when you create a webinar. We have Meetzippy replays. So if you already have Meetzippy, this will integrate with this platform. Then we have the analytics. Let me just click on this. This is so you can see exactly how your webinars are performing. You can see where people are coming from, if they choose the on-demand, or there's different types of webinars. So we'll get to that in a second. And here you'll have a list of what's going on. And then there's tutorials if you need help with anything. So with that being said, let's go back to webinars and let's create a webinar. Before I create a webinar, let me just click on this tab right here. This is why you want EverZippy. If you really want to go deep on evergreen webinars where you have a pre-recorded presentation that acts as a live webinar, you can do many types of evergreen webinars with EverZippy. The first one is called live-like webinars. That's basically where you have one date, one time, and people register for that one webinar, and you upload your video, and people go to the webinar at the time specified by you, and they watch the webinar as if it was a live webinar. Then we have on-demand webinars. This is where you have your registration page, people register, and then they can either watch it right now, or in 5 minutes, or in 10 or 15 minutes, pretty much instantly. Then we have multiple times webinars. This is where you can set, so for like this Monday, next Monday, and the Monday after that, I want to have webinars, and so you choose specific dates. And the last one is recurring webinars. That's where you can say, I want a webinar every Monday at this and this time, or I want a webinar every day at 3 p.m., 6 p.m., and 9 p.m., or once a month, or however you specify. So there's plenty of options for you. So let's go and create a webinar. What we do is we're going to click Create New Webinar. And the first thing you want to do is you want to give the webinar a title. What you want to do is you want to act as this is the headline on your registration page. So if your webinar is all about Facebook, for example, then how to dominate Facebook ads with less than $10 per day, or something like this. This is just for demonstration purposes. That's your headline. Then you type in your description, go more in depth on that. Then you choose the time zone that you want to go with. Okay, so let's go with Eastern Standard Time here. Here, webinar picture, this is optional, but you can select a logo. Just keep in mind that this logo has to be a square logo. So I don't think you can do this. Yeah, so this has to be like a square. Okay. All right. Tags. This is just for your preference. This is where you upload your video. So let's select the video. Alright, so as soon as your video is uploaded, what you do is that you click on Next Step. And so this is where we choose what type of webinar we want to create. As I said, there's 4 different types, depending on what you want to do. Now for this demonstration, I'm going to go with the recurring one, because that's how I would use it, I guess. So let's go with like every day, and let's choose, let's go with 3 times. So I want 3 p.m. and I want 6 p.m. Oops. 6 p.m. and I want, let's say 9 p.m. Like so. Oh wait. 3 p.m., 9 p.m., 6 p.m. Okay, so we have 3 times, 3 p.m., 6 p.m., and 9 p.m. All right. Start date, whenever we want this to start. Show, this is pretty self-explanatory. So let's just pick this and say now. And then it just says your video is being cooked. Thank you for your patience. Okay, that's all good. And now this is where we get into the main part of the software. This is how you make it your own and stuff like that. So the first thing here is that we can choose our logo. Let's do that. Okay, let's look at the page, how it looks right off the bat. This is how it looks now. And so we can change things, we can toggle things on and off here. Most of the stuff is on the other page that you change. So this is the builder. We can change the background color, we can change the text color, we can have a background image if we want to. We can go to elements, and this is where we can change stuff. If we want a video, for example, which I do recommend, I think that's a good idea, then you can go to YouTube. And you can put in your video right here. Okay, and so now we have a video here. I don't know if I did the proportions right, but of course you can change it as you want. 400 by, I don't know, let's try this. Yeah, that's not how you do it. Let's remove the video for now, but it is an option, of course. Okay, branding. This is where you can upload your logo. So let's do this. Now in this case, my logo is, let's do this. Okay. This is a little bit weird because when I used it earlier, I could mark everything on my logo here, but it apparently doesn't let me do this now. So maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. Let's try and delete this. Let's try a different one. Okay, so before I had no problem like marking my logo. Right now I seem to have some issues. So, okay, I'll get back to that later. I know it's possible, but as you can see right here, we ran into one bug. I guess that's fine. It is like, this is still the beta version. So no problem, and I know it worked before, but yeah, there you go. Edit text, this is where we can change all the text, and here's an embed code if we want to use that on our own page, anywhere online. So with that being said, let's go back, let's click save and close. There's many options for you to customize it. As I said, this is the most important part, this description is the most important part, and it will go to your registration page as you edit it here. So the next is the webinar type. We already did that. Here's a really cool thing I like about EverZippy. That is, you have pre-built reminder emails right here. So this is a really cool feature. So if you go here, email funnel, EverZippy automatic emails, you can click on this and turn this on. And this allows the system to send reminder emails like a confirmation, reminders every 12 hours. So as you can see, 24 hours before, 12 hours before, 1 hour before, and 15 minutes before the webinar, your registrants gets an email. That's really important. And that's one of the ways you want to increase your conversions. But that's of course other ways to do it. But this is a very important part. So if we click on the first one, for example, this is the email that your attendees registration will get. You can change this if you want to by clicking on this page, clicking on this toggle button, and you can change everything or nothing, all up to you. This is how the email looks once you get it. You see, I registered for one of the webinars that I created. You get an email like this. It ended in the inbox, of course, so all good. It says, congrats, you registered. Here's your link, here's how to join. So it looks really, really professional. I like that. And of course, you can change all these emails. So these are really important. I used Webinar Jam when I set up webinars for Eagle K-Fits, and you did not get this with Webinar Jam, and that's $40 a month. So I like EverZippy because it's built for marketers, by marketers. They really think about everything, so I like that. What else can we do with this? Webinar registrations. This is where you integrate your autoresponder. Right here, you go to app integration, you choose your app. Now, I haven't set up my Aweber or my Drip, but if I did, then it would show here, and then I would choose the list. So I assume that once you do this, you can go more into depth somewhere, and now we get into what I don't like about EverZippy, or at least what I could not find. Because let's go to the sales page. There was one specific thing that I really liked that they had, and that's number 10 right here, seamless tagging integration. So EverZippy will pass custom content tags to your leads, so you can sort them out depending on whether they attend your webinar or not, whether they remain until a certain point in your webinar, whether they buy, and stuff like that. So this is one of the most important features with any webinar, because what you want to do, and now we also get into how to increase your conversions and stuff like this. What you want to do is that you want to know and tag people depending on whether or not they joined your webinar, or if they didn't join your webinar, or if they joined but watched a certain amount. And you want to have different follow-up sequences for each segment. So the people who join the webinar right after registering, you have a specific sequence for that. The ones who don't join, you want to have a different sequence for that and send them to the replay page. And the ones who join and enter into a specific time in your webinar, that's the ones that you really want to sell to, because they already maybe went through the webinar but they didn't buy. And so it's really an important feature to have this. And it's amazing that EverZippy have it. The bad thing that I think right now is that I haven't been able to find where you do this. I think because I went to the tutorials, and it seems like there's supposed to be a tab right here that says webinar registrants right here, as you can see. That's where I am here. If we go here. And so I think once you get registrants that it will automatically pass, but my point being is just from reviewing it and just using it like so, I haven't been able to exactly find out how to do it, but it's in there somewhere. So if you get EverZippy, you'll want to figure that out, maybe contact support on how to do this, because it's a very important feature to use. At least if you want to be serious, or if you get a lot of people to your webinars, that's what you want to do. With that being said, I think you know how it works. Let me just go through this quickly. There's different things you can do. You can even brand these confirmation emails, like the emails that you get right here. Instead of having the EverZippy logo, you can have your own logo. So that's what you change here. You can change again the branding, all that stuff, even on the webinar room. So the webinar room, let's go and have a look at that. So this is what people will see when they're about to join. And here it is. So it looks live. You can pause it. You can send messages here. So this is your attendees that have like so, and then you can answer people right here. So it's really cool. It works. It's really solid. So back to the webinar, go to Simulated Cta, and this is where you can add a Simulated Cta. You can have the message here. So get this now, whatever you want. The link is whatever your link goes to. This should go to like a sales page or a checkout page. Button text. We get it now. Timeout. So this is where you can add scarcity of how long they have to take take action on. And if you want an image, you can have like a button, or you can have like a link of your product. Let's just use this one. And just for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to make it appear really fast. Save CTA. Okay. So let's go into the room. Let's see how this looks now that we added the automatic simulated CTA. So this is the webinar. It has started, and in about 5 seconds the CTA is going to pop up. Let's just imagine that you just presented your pitch, and there we go. So okay, the image didn't show, as you can see here. Maybe that's because it's the beta version, I don't know. So I would contact support about that. But there should be an image of the image that I just chose. And as you can see, the timer works. You can click here to get the product that goes to your link. And it's a really, really good feature to sell a lot of stuff. So the platform is solid. There's only a few like bugs that I ran into with the images. I guess it's because it's the beta version that I'm testing out here. But all in all, I think this is a really, really good platform, assuming that the seamless tag and integration works, which of course is a part of the product, as they say on the sales page. As soon as you figure out how to use that, I say it has everything that it needs. As I said, I set up webinars for Ego, and I wouldn't need anything with this. It has everything that you need. There's only like the few bugs that I ran into with the images. I'm sure that's because it's just a beta version, and that won't probably be what you experience when you use it, if you decide to. So all in all, looking at this product, I say it's really, really solid if you just want to use evergreen webinars. And you know, that's what this product does. So if you like this video, go ahead and give me a like, subscribe to this channel if you want more information like this. And if you do want to get EverZippy for yourself, there'll be a link in the video description that will take you to this bonus page where you can get 8 bonuses completely free when you purchase EverZippy through this page. Again, this is how you're going to double your conversions. If you go through the Foolproof webinar bonus, and if you go through the webinar authority bonus, which again has a lot of videos right here, you'll know exactly how to set up a webinar presentation where you can record it. So you don't have to be live. You can just go through this course. You can learn the 4 secrets to creating a killer webinar. You can learn all about the reasons why people attend. You can learn all these different things that this course presents, and you'll have the knowledge to put together a perfect webinar. And then once you have that, you'll have the ability to set up a follow-up email, set all this up, and use EverZippy to host your evergreen webinars. That's how you're going to double your conversions if you didn't have this bonus bundle. So I definitely go ahead and check this out through the link below. And all you gotta do is just go through the page, and when you click on any of these green buttons, it will take you to the sales page of EverZippy. Then you just buy the product, and on the checkout page, you'll see that it will say you have been referred by Jonas Nilsson, that's me. And then once you buy it, there'll be a button right here. You get a receipt from JV Sue. This is where you access EverZippy, and there'll be a blue button below that says access your bonus from Jonas, and this is where you click, and then you'll have access to all these 8 bonuses that you see on this page. Just keep in mind that the first bonus is limited, and all these bonuses will be gone pretty soon, so they're not going to be here forever. So there'll be a timer on this page, and you know, if you get it before, that's great, but if the timer is zeroed out, then I'm sorry, these bonuses won't be available anymore. But with that being said, I like this product. It's really good if you want to do evergreen webinars. So if that's what you want to do, then I recommend going to the bonus page at the link below. Go ahead and buy it, and I'll see you on the inside. Bye for now.